So knowing that in romantic relationships, but not only, also in work relationships, how can we really start creating and owning that responsibility as women? What do I really want as the result of this conversation? First of all, what is the result? What am I looking for in this conversation? For being understood, for being heard, for not being dismissed, for him to see that I have some feelings and something is happening for me, or I'm just trying to let go and get out all the feelings of frustration and anger with him. So being clear on what we are bringing to the conversation. For a lot of men, when we as women come in and interrupt them with work or, drop bombs on them without any warning, it feels very overwhelming when they are in their zone of providing for family or just being in a business meetings. This is not the moment. So you need to be able to own that and say, hey, could we maybe have a conversation in 20 minutes or in the evening? When would be a good time to do so? Now, for a man, as a man, sometimes you don't want to be having those conversations, and I understand that. But also, you need to be learning that you are there, and by the way, it goes for two partners, you are there to support and understand her nervous system. And keep in mind, when we talk about conscious relationships, it's not only about love and being nice, it's really this deep, deep commitment to understanding my own nervous system and my nervous state, but also my partner's nervous system and her state. If she is overly emotional, this is not the time to start now me having this logical conversation, because she will not be able to hear anything, correct? Now she's in this regulated state. So maybe you can give her a hug. If she doesn't want a hug, you can say, babe, I love you. Can we come back to this conversation in 10 minutes? We often forget in relationships, or maybe we are not aware, how important is this mutual commitment to each other's nervous system. Because in so many episodes I talk about this, but when we get activated and we don't feel safe and connected, we will be acting out. Some will literally disconnect emotionally and give an attitude and give short answers of yes and no. Listen, I can feel your energy. You don't have to tell me what's happening. I can feel your energy. So when something is happening with your partner and you can be attuned with kindness and compassion, you make sure as a man, but also as a woman, how can we keep having this communication going and how this communication can be open, but also really respecting each other's nervous system states. It takes a lot of intention to keep creating relationships that thrive. Because what happens in a lot of relationships is when the feminine, let's say, is raging or is emotional, and the masculine doesn't have enough of clarity and stillness to hold space for her, he might again go and engage with the emotions, and it will be tit for toe, and who can get more control over the other person and who is right and who is wrong. And it's literally pointless because nothing is getting resolved. And by the way, when I speak of men holding space for women, I also know women can, when they are clear in the energy of clarity and groundedness and taking breaths, can hold space for men. When, men sometimes get frustrated as well. We are all human. As I say, masculine and feminine energy is gender neutral. We both experience that.